Hello everyone and welcome to planning part 2. Now when I first started making these videos, I didn't have much experience. In fact, I still haven't had one club meeting yet. So I'll try and include as much planning as I can because it takes a lot of planning now that I'm finding out. So this is the second part to planning. So when you log into the FIDM Fashion Club account on the website, you will find a lot of cool downloads that you can use. And the calendar is one of them. So in one of my first videos, I used just a notebook, but this calendar has all the days of the week and you can fill it in as much as you like. And we have our meetings on Fridays, so I put what we're going to do and then I put what I need to prepare earlier in the week for it. But it just depends on when you have yours. And I circle especially ones I need permission for, so I go to the head of student affairs and talk to him about it. And I go to the teacher that helps me with my club as well. It is important for you to get permission for things from, say, the head of student affairs and teachers because you don't know what's going on. Say, for example, I was planning the fashion show and a lot of work went around it, and I just got an email today saying that they might plan a big school event on Friday that we're going to do the talent show. So you want to make sure that you haven't put all this effort and energy into something and then it just not be able to happen. And you want to plan ahead because you need to, like, for the fashion show, reserve a theater space or space to put it on, a rehearsal space. You definitely want to reserve space for every club meeting, and it just takes a lot of effort just to get the space, and so plan ahead. In your binder, you're going to want to go to the activity planning section, and it will help guide you on how to plan, what times, what dates, when, where, why, how, and it will just help you plan. And also you want to plan your finances. I suggest getting a separate person. Now, if it's the first time your club has ever been doing this, then I would do it myself. That's what I'm doing for my first year. But if your club has been going on and it's just recently attached to FIDM, or maybe this has been going on for a while, hire someone for your business. Now, hire, a club member, but they'll take care of it. And someone who loves math, like, I'm not a math person, I'm an artist, but someone who loves math, and it will tell them it will look good on, their college applications that they manage this. And it will help you out too because you'll get the numbers right and your planning will be spot on. I also recommend making an Instagram account because people will be scrolling through your feed and you can send out shout outs, and that will get new club members, as well as you can send out like, hey, don't forget your colored pencils this club meeting or something else, so that people will remember. I mean, in addition, email them, but it's good to have an Instagram account. You can also follow FIDM Fashion Club, the headquarters, and it will give you a lot of ideas and updates on what's going on. You and your club will get a good status when you're planning ahead because people will know exactly what you need and they can help you with that. My teacher moderator, she just emailed me and she said she's very impressed with me because I'm making her look good, and this club will get a great reputation already even when it's starting out. You also don't want to be planning things at the last minute because that's really stressful and things might not get done of what you want. Like, for example, if I just emailed about medals that we'll need for our fashion show months and months away, but if I didn't do that before, the art club wouldn't have been able to make them so that we can have them in time. So it's just little things, special things like that you can miss out on. And it helps other people get ready for what you need and reserve spaces. In addition to your Instagram account, your club will need a lot more exposure to the public. So the best way to do this is posters and emails and school announcements. So people will be walking in the hallway and see your posters, and then they'll see an email later and they'll hear you on the announcements. So that's a great way to promote your club and give people a time to think about it. Promoting your club is also a great way to share what you're going to do, so people don't just think, oh, it's a fashion club, it's only for designers. No, it's for writers and photographers and models and everyone else, so you can really draw them in with those emails and posters and information you can send them. You also want to plan ahead with field trips. Now, I live very far away from California, but if your club is close to California or in California, I suggest taking a field trip to one of their campuses. And also really good places are the art museum because they have special exhibits on fashion usually at some point in the year. To help you plan ahead with your field trip, you will need to contact the museum and make sure to tell them when you need to go so you can reserve that space for your club. For t-shirt ordering, you can either have a contest where people draw in what they think your fashion club is all about, like a symbol for them to recognize fashion club, and you can put that on your t-shirt for the winner. Or you can order online from FIDM Fashion Club's website and get it that way, but I suggest doing that ahead of time before the school year starts or your fashion club year starts so that you can get your order forms out and back in and ready to go for ordering your t-shirts. You also need to plan ahead with printouts and anything that you need to get ready before your club. Also, for your club members, remember they have a lot going on in their lives too. I'm sure you do as well, especially planning all of this. But you need to let them know ahead of time, like if they need to bring a pillowcase for their dress or finish their sketches up before the club meeting so that they know when to do that. You will also need to plan ahead for your fashion show. Now, I know we haven't talked about the fashion show yet, and that might seem overwhelming, but trust me, it is really worth it. It will take some planning and time, but that's okay because you have all year for your club. But you will need to reserve judges. Now, that can be like your hairstylist for the hair and makeup section, or your costuming teacher for the sewing and designing section. Just plan this out in your head so that you can contact them and ask them so that they can decide if they want to or not. Remind them, pick a time, and do this after you have planned when your fashion show is going to be. But it will help you in the long run and help them figure out when they can do it and if they can as well. After every club meeting, make sure to print out and fill out one of these meeting and activity reports. And this will be really helpful because it will give you an opportunity for a scholarship if you complete all of these. All you have to do is just say what you did in your club, how many members there were, and why it benefited the club. That's it for today's episode. But if you have any questions anytime at all, just leave them in the comments below and I will try and answer them as best as I can or put them in another video to answer a big question. Please like, follow, and subscribe. See you next time.